Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Flora. On here I make videos about my life experiences living in the UK, and also I share some tips and tricks on how to make your life in the UK easy. Okay, so in today's video I actually want to talk about the struggles, the challenges, the things that I faced when I first moved into the UK. Mind you, I've been here for quite a while, and there are a few things that I want to mention that I am actually still struggling with. I don't know why. I should have gone past the stage where I still struggle, and I'm about to share those things with you guys. The first thing that I actually struggled with when I first moved into the UK is I never felt like I belonged. I still don't feel like I belong. I don't know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe just the Nigerian in me. I still don't feel like I belong. I don't want to say you never feel that sense of belonging, but I still don't feel that sense of belonging. UK is now my home, you know, because this is where I classify as my first home. This is my son's home. This is his first home. This is what he knows as home. So for me as well, this is our home. But I still have that sense of not belonging. Now, when I first moved to the UK, I didn't feel like I belonged because the norms, the values, the way that everything was just majority of the things that I was taught to, that I was told, oh, this is wrong, you can't do it, or this is wrong, you shouldn't be seen doing that, or you shouldn't be seen talking about this. I came into the UK and everyone was just liberal about it, like, oh, it's fine, oh. People spoke about it as it was nothing. People act like it is nothing. In my culture shock video, which I'm going to link up here, you guys, after you've watched this, you might want to check it out. I said about a lot of things like that. Yeah, and so when you do come to this country, it's okay to feel like that. You might go to work and you can't understand what makes people laugh, or so maybe if you're a funny type and maybe your home country, you're literally fun, like you just say a sentence, say a word and everyone laughs. You come here and do that and people are just like, that's embarrassing, that's like weird, that's like, that sounds a bit stupid. Like that humor, people don't connect like that, because the British humor is different from what we find as exciting and as comical as, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I don't know if I've explained it enough, but if you have strong norms and values, there are a lot of things that are gonna just not seem right, not look right. Even in the dating world, I've spoken such a long time about this fully belong, but when you get here, or if you're here, you might understand where I'm coming from. Now, when I started to meet the people that are sort of like-minded individuals, things started to ease off. So when you get here and you're in a town or city where, you know, you don't have people that look like you, there's some norms and values that you might have to compromise on. And if you're not willing to compromise on those norms and values because they're very important to you, then you might feel isolated for a little period of time until you can find like-minded individuals, is what I'm going to say. Yeah, so let's talk about the next point. So it got to a time that I felt like I was losing my faith. And what I mean by that was, got to the particular time in my life where I didn't feel like going to church. My life is good. I have my money. I could literally, if I wanted to actually go on holiday, I could go on holiday. I didn't lack food. I didn't lack shelter. I didn't lack nothing. I was good to go. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, and when I say I was losing my faith is, you go to church and the behavior of people would put you off. You're like, do I still want to continue in this Christianity? Because obviously I'm Christian. Like, this Christian race, like, the behavior of people that you're supposed to look up to, you just realize that, oh my God, this is not working. This is just not working. Then you start to think about it like, oh, is Christianity for me? Am I sure I'm a Christian? Because if someone that I look up to that's supposed to be this symbolic person is doing this, then me, like, how, you know, am I supposed to be doing this? Like, do I really belong here? But obviously, and also a time in my life where I was doing a lot of like shift work, so I was always working on Sunday, because guess what, Sunday pay is like the magical pay. Sunday pay is great pay, and when I look at how much I earn when I go to work on a Sunday, I'm like, man, I have to work on a Sunday, man. God understands. But the truth is, the more you work on Sundays, the farther away you are from like going to the house of God, and the farther you could possibly be away from God. I'm not saying that going to church is what will make you a good Christian, because to be honest, it's a personal race. That's the honest truth. Some people just go to church because they just want the pastor to say, oh, she came to church today, good, she's a good Christian. Or, oh, so the pastor can see me, oh, so I can hang around with my other colleagues, and we gist, we catch up. Some people see church in the UK, I'll tell you that point blank, as a place to catch up. I haven't seen it for the last 5-6 days. It's Sunday, we're putting on our best outfits and we're catching up, because the country is so lonely that Sundays is where everyone just says, okay, I'm coming to church, so you're coming to church as well, so we'll just link up. We'll link up after church or during service even. So there was that period of time where I felt like I was losing my faith, because I didn't expect some behaviors from some people, and I got tested, you know what I mean? So, and again, Sunday pay. Do you know what Sunday pay is? Almost double the pay. So why not go to work and make some money? After all, where you're going to, people are making you sin against God. That time your life might come, but I just want you to just stay focused. If you need to take time off and just pray to God and just find out where you want to go, because you don't want to miss it. I believe so much in like heaven at last. I don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. If you're Christian, you're watching me, you don't want to miss it for some random person acting weirdly. Do you get what I mean? So, or for some, how much pay. So if you're kind of person that, aside from church, you do like your daily devotions, daily, you can be, your relationship with God can be stronger, and it's even stronger than someone that goes to church every Sunday and during the week they don't even open their Bibles, they don't even pray. But for someone like me, for me to keep up with my faith, I have to always go to the house of God. Maybe just the way I was brought up, just so that I can like remember. Sometimes you just need one word or two to just hit you here or here, and you're like, I remember why I have to come to church. Like sometimes, as much as I like to do my personal devotion, sometimes I wouldn't even open my Bible for the whole week until that church next Sunday. So I have to go to church on a regular for me to still stay in line with like God's work and like what He wants for us and things like that. So, but if you're the kind of person that you don't necessarily have to go to church, whatever works your boat. But what I'm just trying to say in this video is there are going to be times where you're almost losing your faith. That's why you see that some people say, oh, she stopped going to church as soon as they came to the UK. You're thinking, how come when people just go to the UK, they just stop going to church, stop believing in God, they stop. That's another reason, is because life is not as hard here. It's hard, but it's not as hard here as it is in like some other countries. It's safe, there's food, there's water, there's light. People are living comfortably, although we're paying for it, but we're living comfortably. So losing your faith might be something that you would experience when you come here, because there's so many bills to pay and you have to go to work, and you see yourself going to work on Sundays, or you go to church and then you see some behaviors that will just put you off completely from ever going to church. But you know that your aim in this life is not, your goal in this life is not to please men, it's to please God. So I would say stay focused. Okay, if you ever sidetrack, go back to the drawing board and say, God, the reason why I actually want to serve you is to actually serve you in truth and in spirit, not to please men. And he would help you. I mean, he'll help you out. Honestly, it will. And it will make your way such a way that you don't have to work every Sundays, and you can then attend service, or you don't have to work this many jobs, and then you have more time for him. You know, if you create time for God, you definitely make your way. Still, you just need to create time to speak to him, and then he'll make your way. Do you get what I mean? So that's about losing my faith. There's the particular time I thought I was losing my faith, but I had to go back to the drawing board, and we thank God we're where we are. We thank God. We thank God. Lastly, I want to talk about my academics. When I first moved here, I really liked English. I liked English a lot. I liked anything literature. You know, call me. But the way that they teach in the UK system of the UK educational system is different. Now, in Nigeria back then, I can remember vividly. Okay, maybe not so vividly, to be honest. I can remember that if you're doing an exam in English, for example, they would give you a comprehension passage to read, and then you answer the question based on that comprehension passage. So it can be about maybe a novel. Maybe this is literature now, but English and literature, they kind of intertwine. So just pardon me however I say this. So you might be given a novel to read, or like an actual passage, and maybe the questions would be something like, why did the chicken cross the road? This is just a lame, but it would be why did the chicken cross the road? What I'm going to use, sorry. Why did the chicken cross the road? And then you probably have to answer, the chicken crossed the road because it was trying to get away from the monkey, and the monkey had intentions of eating the chicken for supper, and the monkey did this because his mother wasn't around. So you would answer the question, you know, the answer to the question would be directly looking at you in the passage. So the answer to the question would literally be in the passage that you've just read. You can even copy the whole line as your answer and you get the marks. Then I came to the UK. Then the educational system is just not doing it for me, because they'll give us a passage. This passage can be from a novel, it can be from a cookbook, it can be from something that we watch on BBC. Yeah? It can be from anything, a textbook, a short passage, and it will be like, examine the writer's thoughts when he said the phrase, and you shall be seen on Monday. And I'm like, what is this? First of all, I don't even understand what examine is. I don't even understand what analyze is. I don't even understand what other complex words they used to use there. So how am I supposed to analyze examine, analyze, evaluate? Oh, evaluate was the worst. Evaluate was always the one. Evaluate. And is it assess? They were just like words that I was not used to at the time. I'm like, I used to love English language. I used to love literature in English. I used to love anything, you know, English related. I was good at that. That was my strength. Do you know what I mean? And I just came to the UK and I'm like, I don't understand how am I supposed to write what the writer is thinking when I'm not the writer. Now that was one issue for me. Second issue for me was the accent. Like, I will understand some teachers and I won't understand some other teachers. Now for me, I didn't realize that it was the accent, because I mean, I'm coming to the UK, I didn't know that there was anything called accent. I just knew that people spoke English and that was it. And even if there was ever going to be accent, it would be one accent. But guess what? No, it wasn't one accent. There were multiple accents. So the person that told me maybe one module in literature will be one person, there will be another person with another accent. So I tend to understand one teacher more than the other. And I didn't always want to be the student that always says, sorry, can you repeat what you said? Sorry, can you repeat what you said? Because half the time when they say it again, I still do not understand. Thirdly, group work in the UK, group work, you would always do group work. Now, back in Nigeria, when I was still in school, we did group work. But the teacher would say, you and you, group A. You and you, group B. They would always put you in a group. Here in the UK, they don't always put you in a group. They say, oh, form groups of 5. then everybody's choosing their friends. Okay, all right, Caitlin, you come in my group. All right, Sophie, come in my group. All right, Peter, you come in my group. Josh, are you gonna be in my group? Everybody already chose their own group. Then you're the only one. Then I'm always the only one. Like, I don't really have friends in this class, even though we've been in this class for like the last year. I still don't like hang out with everyone. I still just do my own thing. The only time you speak to me, the only time I speak to you is maybe when I need to borrow your rubber or you need to borrow my pencil. So I'm gonna say, oh, forming groups. Everyone has formed their groups, and I'm left alone with not having a group. And even if there's someone that's kind enough to say, okay, Flora, you can join our group because we're only a group. We only have 4 members, and we need one more person. And I get in there. The group I tend to always be in are always the unserious group, because they're the ones that would not focus on the work. They'll be gisting about boyfriends, girlfriends, or playing stuff on their phone. And I'm just like, God, I just need to be in a group that can, or sometimes I get into the group but like, oh, so what did she ask us to do? I'm like, you guys are the ones that understand this accent. Why are you asking me? Because the plan was for me to just come here and I'll just ask you, what does she want us to do? And you guys will tell me. And you guys are actually the one asking me that don't even understand this accent. It was a struggle for me. The education also, it was still, I know a lot of people come in. I know a lot of people that have actually said, oh, she went to the UK and then she got all A's. Now, when it comes to like maths, you know, that's like, you just have to know the formula, you're good to go. But with things like English, literature in English, even history, sociology, things like that, there's like a style of writing that they want you to write. There's a standard of writing. There's a type of, and it's so easy, but because you don't know that type of writing style, you then don't know how to go about it, and then you then fail, because what they're actually asking of you is so simple, but because you don't understand how they want you to put it, you fail. Obviously that has changed now. We are getting there, and we thank God for how far we've come, but I just want to know that, you know, all of this is just timing. Before you know it, you're here for like 3, 5, 4, 16, 18 years, and you know, you'll be better. So time will heal, and with time you get better. The way you speak, the way you act, you start to think differently as well, and you'll be okay. So I feel okay now. I'm okay. Don't feel pretty sorry for me or anything like that. I just want to share my experience. I hope it helps someone out there. And if you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you again in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.